Okay, so again, very good afternoon to one and all. We are in the instruction set. Okay, so before the instruction set, what we have to revise the addressing mode. Okay, addressing mode is nothing but the way to give input to the system. Okay, now see, there are 5 ways we can give input to the system. What is input? Data on which we want to perform the operations. So in the immediate addressing mode, okay, it is a very important question asked in the exam, sometimes for 7 marks. Okay, 7 marks हा क्वेश्चन विचारतात की explain different addressing modes supported by 8085. Same questions can be asked for the controller also. Explain the different addressing modes supported by 8051 microcontroller. Okay, now see, we are in the processor now. So processor supports 5 addressing modes. Okay, addressing mode is nothing but the way to give data to the microprocessor. It supports 5 addressing mode. Immediate address, in such type of addressing mode, data is directly mentioned in the instruction itself. Okay, then the register addressing mode. In the register addressing mode, data is firstly stored into the register, and that name of register is need to be mentioned into the instruction. Okay, third, direct addressing mode. In the direct addressing mode, data is stored at memory location, and that memory location is mentioned into the instruction. Now fourth, indirect addressing mode. In indirect addressing mode, the data is given indirectly. Means what? Here we have to specify the register pair on which the memory location is stored. Okay, so by default we are going to use the M for the memory location indicated by HL pair. Okay, so whenever there is a M, there is a indirect addressing mode. So M tells the value, by default HL pair. So HL pair gives the memory location. We need to go to that location, need to take the data, and we need to transfer that data to the specified another location or to the register. And last one is the implied addressing mode. Actually, there is a question in yesterday's test on this. Implied addressing mode means what? In such type of addressing mode, user need not to mention the data. Okay, we need to only mention the operand. Opcode, sorry. Opcode means the operation need to be performed. Okay, and by default, the system takes the value internally. Basically, from 99 cases, it will take the value from accumulator. Okay. Now, this all about the addressing mode. Next one is the instructions. An instruction is a binary pattern designed inside a microprocessor to perform a specific task or specific function. Whatever the instructions are there, they are mainly classified into 5 classes or 5 types. Data transfer instructions. Okay. Now see, data transfer instruction is used when we want to move the data from one place to another place. Okay. Now, arithmetic instructions. These instructions are used to perform arithmetic operations. Logical instructions. These instructions is used to perform logical operations. Branching instructions. These instructions are used to change the execution sequence of program counters. Control instructions. These instructions are used to perform various control operations. Okay. Now, see data transfer instruction. I will revise fastly. Okay, so move RD, RS. Data move from one register to another register, that is source register to destination register. Okay, so move M, RS. Data moving from source register to memory location. Which location? Indicated by HL pair. Okay, third, move RD, M. Data moving from memory location to register. Which memory location? Indicated by HL pair. Whenever there is a M come, silently it tells us that go to HL and take the value. Okay. So this all about these 3 examples of these 3 instructions. Next one is the MVI data. Whenever we are dealing with the data, we need to use the MVI. Yesterday, I think so 1 or 2 students make the mistake in this only. Okay. Yesterday also I have repeated the same one. Today also I will tell you the same thing. What? Whenever you are dealing with the data, it is immediate. Okay. So whenever in that case you directly write I. It is not MOV. Okay. So MVI R, data, whatever the 8-bit data is directly moving towards the register R. MVI M, data means what? Whatever the 8-bit data is there, it need to be copied into the memory location indicated by HL pair. LDA. LD means load accumulator. Now accumulator la load करा. Which value? indicated by this address. So see the example LDA. So load the value into the accumulator of 2000 memory location. So whatever the value at this location, it is loaded into accumulator. LDX register pair, load accumulator. Okay, but X means indirectly. Indirectly means what? Here we are not mentioning the register, here we are not mentioning the location, or here we are not mentioning the data. Here what we are mentioning? Register pair which contains the memory location value. So LD for load, A for accumulator. So accumulator la load kara. Okay, X means indirectly, means what? Go to the DE pair, take the value of memory location and copy that value into the A register. So LD means load accumulator, X means go to DE pair 2030. So treat it as an address. Whatever the value that is 80 is get loaded into A register. Next, ST. It is exactly opposite as that of the load. So STA 16-bit address. ST for store. ओके ए अक्युमुलेटरची व्हॅल्यू स्टोअर करा कुठे सांगितलेल्या ऍड्रेसला. सो सी STA 2000 मीन्स व्हॉट? ST मीन्स स्टोअर करा, ए मीन्स ए ची व्हॅल्यू स्टोअर करा कुठे? या लोकेशनला. सो या लोकेशनला आधी काय असेल माहित नाही, पण आफ्टर द एक्झिक्युशन ऑफ दिस इन्स्ट्रक्शन बघा आधी ए ची व्हॅल्यू 50 होती आणि ती व्हॅल्यू काय झाली? त्या लोकेशनला स्टोअर झाली. वन्स अगेन आय विल रिपीट वन सेंटेन्स हिअर. व्हॉट? whatever the value of source destination it remains unchanged. जिथून तुम्ही व्हॅल्यू लोड करताय ओके किंवा जिथून तुम्ही कॉपी करताय तर ती कधीही चेंज होणार नाही. मग ती रजिस्टरची असू दे किंवा मेमरी लोकेशनची. ओके डेस्टिनेशन जे आहे की जिथं सांगताय की इथं कॉपी करा इथं स्टोअर करा फक्त ती व्हॅल्यू चेंज होईल. अँड दॅट्स वाय हिअर ए व्हॅल्यू इज रिमेन 50 and after that value gets stored into the memory location 2000H. ओके सेम जर मी तुम्हाला म्हणलं की जो काही आलेला ए ची व्हॅल्यू आहे ती 5000 ला स्टोअर करा, तुमची इन्स्ट्रक्शन काय असायला हवी आहे? STA 5000. मी जर म्हणलं 300 ला स्टोअर करा तर तुमची इन्स्ट्रक्शन काय पाहिजे? STA 3000. म्हणजे काय? जी काही ए ची व्हॅल्यू आहे ती या लोकेशनला स्टोअर होईल. ओके हे नोट्स मध्ये खूप छान दिलेले, तुम्ही वाचताय का नोट्स सगळे? हॅलो, बघितलात का नोट्स आपल्या या टॉपिकच्या? Hello, Snehal, Neha, Pooja. I'll send you the notes on the WhatsApp group, okay, for the data transfer group only, not for the arithmetic and logical yet. So have you seen the notes? Hello, Snehal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So those who have not seen yet, now today go to the notes. Okay, and in the notes you have to means I have described it very well. Okay, everyone, whenever there is a question asked on the instruction set, you have to explain it point to point. Okay, there are 6 points in each instruction you have to explain. Okay, so first one is the description, second one is the operation, third one is nothing but the addressing mode, then your flag status, then your number of bytes, and last one is the example. So whatever is the total, there are I think so 74 instructions. Each and every instruction you should clear with respect to these 6 points. Okay, so whenever there normally there is a question every year there is a question on instructions. Okay, explain STA 200, what does it mean? So you have to explain with 6 points. Here in the PPT you just only clear the idea what this instruction has to do. Okay, but whenever there is a question on the exam you have to means explain this with respect to notes. Okay, so today only go to the notes. Whatever the instructions we have covered in this data transfer group, all the instructions are in the notes. Okay, whatever the PPT has sent on the group. If anyone doesn't receive, tell me, means ping me on the WhatsApp, I will again resend. But in today only you have to go towards the notes. Just read it once. Though means here only you get the clear idea. So it is a, whenever you are reading the notes, it is a kind of revision for you only. Okay, now see. STX register pair, ST for store, A for accumulator. Okay, accumulator ची व्हॅल्यू स्टोअर करा. X means what? इनडायरेक्टली. इनडायरेक्टली म्हणजे काय की आता आपल्याला डायरेक्टली रजिस्टर पेअर दिलेली असणार, म्हणजे तिथं जाऊन परत मेमरी लोकेशन घ्यावं लागणार. ओके, सो STX means store accumulator indirectly indicated by register pair. Okay, so see STXB means what? Store the value of accumulator. Okay, now कुठे? BC ने सांगितलेल्या लोकेशनला. So C go to the BC 1020. So treat it as a memory location. And whatever the value of the A, that is 50, is stored at this location. Then SHLD. S means store. HL means value of HL. You have to store the value of HL into the given address. But what we know, whatever the address has given, it is a memory location address, and each memory location's capacity is to store only 8-bit data. But we want to store HL and L, 8 plus 8, 16-bit data. So what happens? Whatever the address is given, the value of H is stored at this address. Okay. So here address is given as 2500. So here value of H is stored at address -1, value of L is stored. Okay. So hence the value of both H and L is going to be stored at given location. So whatever is the given location, it will store the value of H. Given location -1, it will store the value of L. Exchange. Okay, yesterday's test, there are 3 marks questions on the exchange. Okay, intentionally I have increased the weightage so that you get the clear idea about this. Okay, what is the meaning of exchange? What is the meaning of this instruction? It will change the value of 2 register pairs. Exchange the value of, or the swapping. Exchange is also called as the swapping of the values. Okay, sometimes in the exam, they not use the word exchange. They will use the word swapping. Okay, swap the value of this with the this. Okay. Such type of questions is going to be asked in the exam. So you have to remember exchange is nothing but swapping. So, but how it means if it is to be executed, higher values always swap with the higher values. So DE pair and HL pair. Out of that, D and H are the higher values or higher order bits. E and L are the lower order bits. So D always swap with H, E always swap with L. Okay. Then SPHL, SP for stack pointer, HL for the HL register pair. So whatever the value of HL is copied into the stack pointer by using this instruction, SPHL. So HL 2500. So after execution of SPHL, SP becomes 2500. XTHL. So exchange HL with top of the stack. Okay. X means exchange. Okay. T means stack. Okay. Exchange stack top of the stack with HL. Why top of the stack? As we know that we can only able to access the top of the stack. Okay, whatever means there, whenever there is a push operation or whenever there is a pop operation, we are only doing it with the help of top only. Okay, stack is nothing but you have to remember the glass of water. Okay, whenever we want to insert the water, we can only insert with the help of top side. Okay. Again, whenever we want to retrieve the water or drop the water, then we can only do it with the help of top. Similarly, whenever we want to access the stack, we have to use the top side of the stack. Okay, it is only open for the user. So whatever the push and pop operations are there, it is carried with respect to top of the stack. Now see, XTHL means what? This instruction is used to exchange the value of top of the stack with HL pair. Again, stack capacity of stack is one location of the stack contains 8-bit data, but HL means we have to exchange with 16-bit data. Then what happens? Now see how it has to be done. See, whatever the value of stack pointer is there is stored 8-bit data. So indicated value is swapped with the H value, and indicated +1 is whatever, indicated value is swapped with lower bit, and indicated value +1, that is 2700 +1, that value is swapped with higher order, that is with H. Okay, so once again, CL means SP. So whatever the value of stack pointer is there, so SP is 2700. So what is the value at 2700? 50. So it get exchanged with L, and SP +1, that is 270 +1. So whatever the value is stored at SP +1, it is swapped with H, that is higher order register pairs. Next, PCHL. Now PC, as we know, PC is a program counter. SP and the PC are the two register which is of 8-bit, 16-bit, remaining all are 8-bit. So HL is 16-bit, PC is 16-bit. So there is no any problem. So whatever the value of HL is get loaded into the PC. Now see directly the example. See, HL value is 6000. So after execution of PCHL, whatever the value of HL is copied into the program counter. So program counter becomes 6000. So whenever we want to assign any value to the PC, we have to assign that value first to the H register at L register by using MVI instruction. How to assign 60 to H or how to assign 00 to L by using MVI instruction. Okay, so MVI H comma 60 means what? 60 is value copied into H. MVI L comma 00. So 00 value is copied into L. And later on I have to use the second PCHL. So that whatever that value is going to the PC. In this manner, I can access or I can assign a value to program counter. Okay. Now there is last two instructions are there. See, up till now, whatever the 11th instructions are there, it is for the memory mapped IO. Now, what is it means? ती पहिल्यांदा दोन गोष्टी लक्षात घ्या की जेव्हा तुम्ही पीसी यूज करता तेव्हा तुम्ही दोन मेमरीची ऍक्सेस करता ऍज वी हॅव ऑलरेडी सीन व्हॉट फॉर एक्झाम्पल यू हॅव टू स्टोर मीन्स सेव्ह युअर पीपीटी now here what is the two options you are having you can save that ppt into the drive a b c d sorry not a it is a c d e drive okay or you can save that same ppt into your pen drive okay so whenever you are inserting or connecting the pen drive you are in the IO mode okay we have seen in the IO/m bar and whenever you are saving it or taking the value from the drive that is E drive C drive of the computer then it is called as a memory mapped IO. So up till now whatever the instructions are there it is for the memory accessing. Okay, why? Because already the meaning of these instructions that is binary code of these instructions are present in the we have already saved that instructions into the ROM location of the computer. Okay, so though we are writing only PCHL, microprocessor has not understand that PCHL. Why? Because microprocessor only know the value of zeros as 1. So whatever is the equivalent code for this instruction that to copy the value of HL into the PC, there is some binary value or binary code which is already stored in the memory that is ROM memory of the computer. So when we write this instruction, what happens? The instruction register takes this code, okay, and it gives to the decoder. Okay, decoder decode this instruction and call it a binary program. Okay, so this all has to be done in the memory. But whenever you are going to access the pen drive, okay, so you have to work with the two operations. Either you are giving the data to the pen drive or you are receiving the data to the pen drive. Okay, so for that there are the two separate instructions are there. First one is the in. It is a 8-bit port address. Now here the question comes, what is mean by port? Okay, what exactly the port? Port is the opening. Means what? See, means for your mobile there is a one socket for the charging. Okay, you are connecting the charging wire to that socket. Yes, everyone's mobile contains that socket. Okay, another socket is for the headphones. Okay, so that opening is called as a port. Okay, now whenever in the microprocessor for at the front side of the CPU there are two sockets are there to insert the pen drive. Okay, and back side there is either one or two sockets are there. Okay, so this is called as a port. So for such means for input and output devices we are having only two instructions. In means to input the data to via port or out means to output the data. Okay, either you have to insert the file into the pen drive or either you have to take the file from the pen drive. You are dealing with only two operations. So these two instructions only dealing with the IO, not for the memory. Okay, remaining all previous 11 instructions, whatever we have seen, these all instructions are for the memory. Okay, now for 11 means that IO port, we are having only two instructions, input and output. In for input and I for OUT for output. Now see what is it exactly means. See, copy the data to accumulator from the port with 8-bit address. Whenever we write the in instructions, what happens? Whatever the data from port means at the output side or at the pen drive side, it gets copied into the accumulator. Okay, म्हणजे इन जेव्हा तुम्ही लिहिता तेव्हा तुम्ही काय करता, अक्युमुलेटरला व्हॅल्यू असाइन करता. कुठली असाइन करता? इनपुट पोर्टला जी आलेली आहे ती. So the content of IO ports are copied into the accumulator. So whenever there is an in instruction, the content of IO is copied into accumulator. Okay, now see. Port 80, for example, ATH is the address of port. So in whenever we write the in instruction, that 80 is copied into A. ओके. सो वॉट एव्हर ऍट द इनपुट पोर्ट, जो काही डेटा इनपुट पोर्टला आलेला असेल तो कुणाला असाइन केला जाईल, अक्युमुलेटरला. ओके. आणि एक्झॅक्टली अपोजिट कुठं होतं, आउटपुटला. आउटपुटला काय होतं, कॉपी द डेटा फ्रॉम अक्युमुलेटर टू द पोर्ट. म्हणजे आउटपुटला काय होणार, अक्युमुलेटर कडून डेटा कुठे जाणार आहे, पोर्टकडे. So the content of accumulator are copied into the IO port. Now see here, consider for example value of A is for example 40. So if you have at output 50, 50 is nothing but the address of port. Okay, there is a specific address for the port. Actually, whenever you are going to see the CCN practicals, at that time you come to know there are different ports and each port having the specific address. Okay, so that microprocessor come to know that from which port there is a data is coming. Okay, so there is a specific address for each port. Now consider it as for example 50H. Okay, so when you write out 50 means what, whatever the value of accumulator you have to give to the port of address 50. So after that port it becomes value 40, which is the value of accumulator. So in operations you have to copy from port to accumulator, and from out instruction you have to copy the data from accumulator to port. So this all about the data transfer instructions. Have you got all? Hello? Is there any doubt? Now give me reply in the chat box fast. हॅलो, समजलंय का? रिप्लाय द्या मला चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये. ओके, यस. ओके, फास्ट सगळ्यांनी रिप्लाय द्यायचा आहे. Okay, there is one comment that is repeat the last one, in and out instructions. Okay, see once again, in and out instructions are used for the IO devices. Okay, what is mean by IO devices? That is input output devices. Okay, our microprocessor has to work with two devices, one with respect to memory and one with respect to IO devices. IO device means what? For such devices we can take a data or as a input, and from which means we are giving the data as a output also. So for taking the data and for giving the data, there are two separate instructions. So whenever we want to take the data from IO devices, there is a one instruction called as a in. Okay, so whenever we write the in instructions, whatever the value that data means that IO devices is having, that value is copied into A register when we write in. Okay, so what is the syntax in and the address of that IO devices? Okay, now again, what is this address means? Actually, we know that what, for consider the simple example of the computer. For example, of our computer, there are 3 sockets to insert the pen drive. Okay, in front side there are the 2 sockets, and in the back side there is a 1 socket. So out of which socket data is coming, how microprocessor come to know? So to understand this, microprocessor has a specific address to each port. Okay, so whenever we want to access input output devices, we have to mention the address of port. Okay, so that microprocessor come to know whether it is coming from the port number 1 or it is coming from the port number 2, or whether it is coming from the backside port. Okay, so see, so whenever we want to take a data from port, we have to insert the instruction in. Okay, in means take the value from which, from the input output devices connected at 80H port address. Okay, and that value is copied into the A register. Okay, now for the second instruction, if we want to means send the data to the input output devices, आता प्रत्येक वेळेस मी जेव्हा इनपुट आउटपुट डिव्हाइसेस म्हणते तेव्हा ते तुम्हाला कळत नाही, पण त्याच्याऐवजी जर मी पेन ड्राईव्ह शब्द वापरला तर लगेच कळतं. तर फॉर एक्झाम्पल सी वन्स अगेन दिस इन्स्ट्रक्शन. आता कन्सिडर करा की पेन ड्राईव्ह मी म्हणजे मला पुढच्या साईडला सीपीयू ला 2 सॉकेट आहेत, मागच्या साईडला 1 आहे. ओके, मी त्यात समजा पहिल्या 2 पैकी कुठल्या तरी एका ह्याच्यामध्ये माझा पेन ड्राईव्ह इन्सर्ट केला. नाव सी, आता मायक्रो प्रोसेसरला कसं कळणार की तो जे 3 पोर्ट्स माझ्याकडे अवेलेबल आहेत त्याच्यामधून कोणत्या पोर्टला डिव्हाइस मध्ये मधून डेटा येतोय. ओके, सो मग तो कळायसाठी काय असतं, पोर्ट ऍड्रेस असतो. ओके, नाव सी, जेव्हा आता आपण इन इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स लिहितो तेव्हा इन इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स काय करते, पेन ड्राईव्ह मधला डेटा कम्प्युटरमध्ये सेव्ह करते. ओके, सो आपण एखादी फाईल म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल पेन ड्राईव्ह मधून कॉपी करत असू डेस्कटॉपला किंवा ड्राईव्हला, तर इनडायरेक्टली आपण कुठलं ऑपरेशन करतो, इन ऑपरेशन करतो. इन म्हणजे काय, आयओ डिव्हाइसेसचा डेटा आत येतोय, कुठे, अॅक्युमुलेटर कडे येतोय. ओके ना, आता कन्सिडर करा की आउट ऑपरेशन आहे किंवा आउट इन्स्ट्रक्शन आहे. इथे काय होणार आहे, आउट म्हणजे काय, कम्प्युटर मधून बाहेर जाणार आहे. ओके, कुठे जाणार आहे, आयओ डिव्हाइसेस कडे. मग आता माझ्याकडे तर 3 आयओ डिव्हाइसेसचे ऍड्रेस आहेत, मग त्यातलं कुठलं, तर 50 ऍड्रेस, 50H पोर्ट नंबर असलेला. म्हणजे प्रत्येक मशीनला हा जो ऍड्रेस, पोर्ट ऍड्रेस असतो तो स्पेसिफाय असतो, तो आपल्याला तिथं मेन्शन करावा लागतो. सो इन इन्स्ट्रक्शन कशासाठी, इनपुट म्हणून डेटा इनपुट म्हणून घेण्यासाठी. मग फ्लो कसा असेल, म्हणजे आयओ डिव्हाइसेस टू अॅक्युमुलेटर. ओके, आणि जेव्हा मी आउट म्हणत असेल तेव्हा काय होतं बघा, अॅक्युमुलेटरची व्हॅल्यू बाहेर जाते. आउट म्हणजे काय, बाहेर जाते. म्हणजे तुम्ही काय करताय, सिस्टीम कडून आयओ डिव्हाइसेसचा डेटा देताय. आयओ डिव्हाइसेस म्हणजे काय, की ज्या डिव्हाइसेस मध्ये तुम्ही इनपुट म्हणून पण डेटा घेऊ शकता, आउटपुट म्हणून पण घेऊ शकता. आता हे जर समजत नसेल तर आणखी एक सेंटेन्स सांगते. ज्या डिव्हाइसेस मध्ये तुम्ही फाईल कॉपी पण करू शकता किंवा कॉपी केलेली फाईल तुम्ही यूज पण करू शकता, त्याला आयओ डिव्हाइसेस म्हणायचं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपला पेन ड्राईव्ह, एखादा डेटा आपण सेव्ह करू शकतो किंवा सेव्ह केलेला डेटा बघू पण शकतो. समजते, आता पीपीटी असेल तुम्ही सेव्ह पण करू शकता. इव्हन जेव्हा तुम्हाला लागणार आहे तुम्ही पीपीटी पेन ड्राईव्ह कनेक्ट केला, ऑलरेडी जी सेव्ह आहे ती बघू पण शकता, म्हणजे तुम्ही आउटपुट म्हणून घेतली. समजते, तो ज्या डिव्हाइसेसला इनपुट म्हणून पण आणि आउटपुट म्हणून पण असे दोन्ही फंक्शनिंग तुम्हाला करता येतात, त्याला आयओ डिव्हाइसेस म्हणायचं. तर त्याच्यामध्ये डेटा जेव्हा ऍक्सेस करायचा असतो तेव्हा आयदर तुम्ही इनपुट म्हणून तरी घेता किंवा आउटपुट म्हणून तरी घेता. सो मग ते इन म्हणजे डिव्हाइसेस कडून सिस्टीम कडे असेल तर इन यूज करावं लागेल, आणि सिस्टीम कडून डिव्हाइसेस कडे असेल तर आउट म्हणून. आता आपण बघितलं अक्युमुलेटर मेन का असतो, कारण की व्हॉट एव्हर द डेटा ऍक्सेस बाय द आयओ पोर्ट इट इज डायरेक्टली कमिंग टू द अक्युमुलेटर. ओके, अँड वन्स इट इज इन द अक्युमुलेटर सिस्टीम कॅन ऍक्सेस दॅट डेटा. ओके, कोणतेही ऑपरेशन्स असू दे, पहिला डेटा तुमचा कुठे पाहिजे, अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये. ओके, आता मग तुम्ही म्हणा मॅडम माझे 2 डेटा लागत असतील तर फॉर एक्झाम्पल ऍडिशन आहे, 5+3, 2+4, या कुठला तरी म्हणजे 2 डेटा जर असतील तर कुठला तरी एक डेटा कंपल्सरी ए मध्ये पाहिजे. मग दुसरा तुम्ही डिफरंट ऍड्रेसिंग मोड यूज करून द्या सिस्टीमला, पण सिस्टीम सुद्धा आतून कशी करते, जेव्हा तुम्ही डायरेक्टली दिलं, मेमरी लोकेशन थ्रू दिलं किंवा इनडायरेक्टली दिलं, सिस्टीम ते बाय डिफॉल्ट आतून काय करते, टेम्पररी रजिस्टर मध्ये कॉपी करते आणि मग टेम्पररी रजिस्टर तो कुणाला देतो, एएलयू ला. म्हणजे फ्लो कसा होणार आहे बघा, एक जो डेटा असेल तो कंपल्सरी अक्युमुलेटर मध्येच असायला हवाय, आणि दुसरा जो डेटा आहे तो तुम्ही म्हणजे रजिस्टर मध्ये करा, मेमरी मध्ये करा किंवा डायरेक्टली द्या इमिजिएट ऍड्रेसिंग मोडनी. पण आपण देताना जरी हे वेगवेगळे मोड्स यूज केले, इंटरनली सिस्टीम मध्ये कसं होणार आहे, सिस्टीम ते टेम्पररी रजिस्टर मध्ये कॉपी करणार आहे आणि तिथून ते मग एएलयू ला दिले जाणार आहेत. ओके, and that's why we are always telling that temporary register is cannot accessed by the user, it is internally used by the system. Okay, and that's why it is called as the invisible register. Okay, we are not going to use W and Z anywhere. Why? Because these are available only for the system, not for the user. So this all about the data transfer instructions. Is there any doubt? Hello, Swapnali. Hello, Swapnali, clear झालं का? Okay, no doubt. ओके, सो टोटल आता आपण 14 डेटा ट्रान्सफर इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स बघितलेल्या आहेत. आजचा होमवर्क तुम्हाला फक्त एवढाच असेल की ज्या नोट्स आता दिलेल्या आहेत, आता स्लाइड मधलं तर तुम्हाला बऱ्यापैकी कळालं की फ्लो कसा होतोय किंवा एखाद्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनचं मिनिंग काय. आता फक्त आजचा होमवर्क एक करायचा आहे. आज तुम्हाला नियर अबाउट किती 14 इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स आहेत, म्हणजे 20 ते 25 मिनिट लागतील होमवर्क करायला. जे मी तुम्हाला पीडीएफ पाठवलेली आहे ती एकदा लिहून काढायची. सो सेपरेट एक नोटबुक करा ज्याच्यात फक्त तुमच्या एमएमसीच्या नोट्स असतील. सो तीच होमवर्क म्हणजे तोच होमवर्क पण होईल आणि तुमच्या नोट्स पण तुमच्याकडे राहतील. प्रत्येक वेळेस सॉफ्ट कॉपी मध्ये बघायची गरज नाहीये. सो आजचा होमवर्क काय, ज्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स आता आपण बघितलेल्या त्या त्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स एकदा लिहून काढायच्या. सगळ्यांनी हा करायचा आहे आणि मला स्क्रीनशॉट संध्याकाळपर्यंत पाठवायचा आहे. ओके. आणि आय थिंक सो उद्या पण आपला हे नाहीये, लेक्चर्स नाहीये, त्यामुळे तुम्ही आज किंवा उद्या 2 दिवस मिळून जरी केला तरी चालेल. उद्या संध्याकाळपर्यंत तुम्ही या ज्या काही 14 इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स आहेत त्या पाठवायच्या. जमेल का? हॅलो, येस ऑर नो सांगा.
हो मॅडम.
नुसतं हो नाही म्हणायचं, करायचं पण होमवर्क सगळ्यांनी. आता किती 34 प्रेझेंटेड टोटल. ओके, म्हणजे कन्सिडर करू मला जर एक्सेप्ट केलं तर 33 स्टुडंट्स आहेत. सो 33 जणांचा उद्यापर्यंत मला होमवर्क मिळाला पाहिजे. ओके. काय करायचंय, ज्या नोट्स मी दिलेल्या आहेत ऑलरेडी दिलेल्या त्या आणि डायरेक्टली लिहून काढायचं नाहीये मला पाठवायचं म्हणून, आधी पूर्ण वाचायचंय आणि मग तुम्ही ते लिहायचं. एकदा फक्त तुम्ही एकदा लिहून काढा, तुम्हाला पूर्ण आयडिया क्लिअर होऊन जाईल, कारण की ऑलरेडी वी हॅव सीन ऑल दी मीन्स पॉइंट्स इन डिटेल. ओके.